What's up? We're back. New episode, comic book movie news. We're here to talk about the Shang-Chi trailer. Now, Nick, you saw it. I saw it when it came out. Simu Lui's birthday. You guys may know him from Kim's Convenience. What were your thoughts on this trailer?
It's really exciting because like outside of the main thing for me, which is like first Asian superhero, this is also the first like new Marvel product, like new Marvel character that we're getting introduced to. The last time was Captain Marvel all the way back in like March 2019, which is forever ago at this point. So it's just really cool that like, oh, we're now getting introduced to like the first major new phase of phase four. And it looks really interesting. I've only like just begun to start like reading up on Shang-Chi and the character and his backstory, but I'm really intrigued by this whole story. I think it looks so cool. I'm here for the action. I'm here for Simu Lui. I think it's gonna be a really like unexpected story because it doesn't come off as a like typical origin story, and I'm just really interested to see how he was raised by, in the comics, one of the biggest like supervillains of all time, and now it's like a you have to come home and claim your birthright, and he's like, I don't really want that. Like I think that's going to be such a cool story to explore, and I think it's going to look amazing along with it.
Yeah, I mean, this was more of a flashy trailer. I'd say it's more giving kind of a feel for the film and the feel
Yeah.
for Shang-Chi as a character rather than like the grand scope. But they
Mhm.
did give us the basic storyline. Shang-Chi has basically had 10 years to live out his life before having to come back. You know, the Mandarin was like, go live whatever life you want to live for 10 years, and then you'll be doing your responsibility
Mhm.
um, and taking the reign and being a part of the
Right.
family. But I think that's a whole interesting concept. I love the reference to I think it was Speed, right? When they're in the bus.
Oh yeah, the whole bus
That's
sequence.
that scene where the woman's falling out and he just like grabs her and is holding
Right.
her with while the bus is like skidding and Aquafina's driving.
It,
I thought that was a really cool scene and
it,
it kind of gave a good idea of
and like yeah, like and it took me like I don't know if you saw, but like he catches another girl with his leg, and I was
yeah.
like, this is such like Jackie Chan energy, the way he's like throwing out every like part of his body and like just like doing everything. I was like, that's really cool, and um I don't know, I like that particular moment and just seeing him like get all acrobatic with it. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah. I love the moment where he punches both people, then he jumps and kicks them.
Yeah,
And then
he like
also the guy from Spider-Man's in the trailer. The guy's like,
yeah,
"Hey, Spider-Man, do a flip." That guy's
the
in it.
yeah. I yeah, I didn't even notice him. It took me to go going through Instagram to figure that out. That was him, but that's cool. Little stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm just excited. I think there are some things that I was like, that's interesting. Like the
Mhm.
guy with the like sword blade for an
Oh
arm.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
it was the guy who played
Creed.
Drago's son
Yeah,
in
Creed too.
Creed
That was
2.
him.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, that's him. I love that guy in that
Yeah,
movie. And I'm like, oh, that looks kind of weird with the sword arm, man. But
yeah,
who knows? In the movie, it may make more sense and feel more like
yeah.
authentic than it
He's definitely
does.
there to just be there for someone to fight in the second act. I did love the little like part in the trailer where they're like cutting between, he's like he just woke up and he's like, and then they cut it to him like he's like getting like beat with like the sticks and he's like training, and I was like, oh, that's cool, like some level of like PTSD exploration, getting raised again by like a super villain. I was like, that's going to be an interesting thing that'll differentiate him from Bruce Banner, Clint Barton, etc.
Right, right. I think that's a great point. Like, it's a whole different. Marvel has often like a habit of creating similar origin
Yeah,
stories,
yeah,
um, as far as feel goes. But I think this whole concept of his father being a supervillain and being raised by a supervillain and like
Yeah.
wanting to part ways, but also knowing the dangers in doing so. Like
Mhm.
that's a really interesting base concept for me. And they did
Yeah.
a really good job in the trailer. They have me in. I wasn't
Mhm.
like, wow, this trailer blows me away, but I'm like, this is cool. I'm ready to see
Mhm.
like when the second trailer comes out. And I'm like, Simu Lui, I'm a massive Kim's Convenience fan. Let's do it.
Last thing I'll say before we move on. I thought they were fighting on a train at first, and I was like, after Captain Marvel and Age of Ultron, I'm convinced public transportation is like the worst place to be in the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because like I've seen trains, I've seen boats, I've seen planes, I've seen everything getting wrecked, and I'm like, I'm just walking, man. In that world,
Yeah.
I'm just take my chances.
Yeah, don't go on the road. It won't end well in the MCU movie.
Mhm.
But with that, that wraps up our talk about Shang-Chi. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Peace out.